All right, shalom, shalom. Peace, Israel. These brothers are Quan from Prophets of Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. I would like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, or Chaha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do teach and will well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. All right, and today we're going to get into some prophecy, because we speak about this a lot, but still a lot of people are unaware of this prophecy that's going to come to pass, So let me grab this other script. A lot of people are unaware of this prophecy that's about to come to pass. I already had it, here. But a lot of people are unaware of this prophecy that's about to come to pass, even though we speak about it on a wide spectrum. Obviously, we still here, so this gospel still has to be preached some more, onto the four corners of the earth. We're gonna get into some prophecy. It's prophesied that the whore is gonna get ravished. The whore is gonna be made desolate and naked, aka basically Babylon, also known as America, is gonna be destroyed with ICBMs, thermonuclear missiles. Thus said the Bible. All right, well, we're gonna just start off here in Amos 5:18. Woe, which means destruction, unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. If you're in the Christian church tell you, the Lord is coming back with hugs and kisses. He gonna come back and rapture you. You're gonna see your loved ones and this, that, and the third. No. Open up the book. What does it say? Amos 5:18. Woe, which means destruction unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. So the Lord said destruction unto you if you desire the day of the Lord. Because to what end? What end is it for you? What is it? What good is going to come out of that for you? Unless you're the elect, and a part of that 1/3. What good is that really to you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. There's no light in it. Scriptures say, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. So these times, and this destruction is going to be on people's heels. We're in the valley of the shadow of death. So death is on people's heels constantly here. And the Lord is comparing the times, man, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. It says, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? All right, you best believe, the day of the Lord is going to be very dark and cloudy. All right, the smoke of those nukes, the smoke of the torment, or the 2/3 is going to be ascending up, boy. It's going to be a very dark day. All right, and we're going to go in and grab Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50:14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. Going into these other nations, these other nations that have an arsenal with an ICBM or any type of nuclear weapon. It says, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. So everyone that has a nuke, an ICBM, shoot at her. Literal, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, and the arrows are going into the nukes, these missiles, these bombs. Spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. All right. The Lord, Babylon is running up a tab with the Lord. Babylon is running up a tab with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. And Babylon, it was a golden cup in the Lord's hand. When the Lord, when the Lord throw that cup down, that cup gonna fall hard. It's gonna shatter. That nice and precious golden cup is gonna go from being gold. You put gold in the fire, you put gold in the furnace. That's hot enough. That shit melt. It melt. And the blackness is on top. And everything else it cleanses off of it. The top layer is just all the dirt and the darkness. Everything else under that is getting cleansed. Same way the land of Babylon is going to be getting cleansed. All the wickedness, all the every wicked deed, all the unrighteous bloodshed, everything, every single thing here is going to be cleansed, man. The Lord is going to do a literal cleansing of this specific spot on this earth. Babylon in the west. It says, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord. Man, this whore upon many waters has sinned against the Lord. This is literally the most satanic country on the face of the earth. This is where all wickedness stems from, here in Babylon. You know, she sinned against the Lord. You know, I'm going to go into it about these other nations. You know, Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. You know, these going to these other nations. It says, they shall make her desolate and naked. You know, if you don't know what desolate means, you know, let's go into that. Desolate means barren or deserted. All right. You know, it says deserted of people and in a state of bleak and dismal emptiness is the point. You know, they're going to make the other nations, they're going to make this land empty. They're going to make it desolate. They're going to make it empty. These other nations are going to empty this land, man. And they're going to empty their nukes upon this land. It says, and they shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. All right? Because this devil, I mean, Salakia, you know, this land has never been touched. You know, this is why it's called Virgin Dollar Babylon. Because this land has never been touched with any serious war. You know, this land has never been hit with any serious type of, attack. You know, that's why it's called the Virgin Dollar Babylon. And it's also why, you know, this place is going to be ravished. That's why this place is going to be burned. The scripture, it says, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. All right. And that's not going into, you know, actually burning somebody's flesh and, you know, eating with fire. No, it's going into these nukes, destroying this place, man. All right. And you would ask, you know, how many nukes are going to hit this place, you know? Because people could be agnostic, you know, it's one or two nukes, you know, or a few countries shoot off nukes, but we'll still have, grounds to recover and stuff like that. You know, this is how the American people think. They're so prideful. This is how they think. You know, but we're going to tell you how many nukes are about to destroy Babylon, man. We're going to let you know. In Revelation 9 and 16, it says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. All right. Do 200,000 times 1,000. All right. It's 200 million. And I heard the number of them. All right. America's probably thought to be destroyed with 200 million thermonuclear missiles. And one nuke gets hotter than the sun. Well, one nuke, if I'm not mistaken, is like one nuke gets like 200 times hotter than the sun or something like that. You know. And the Lord said the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. All right. That's overkill. That's the Lord's oven for real. You know, that's Yahweh Shaphat. You know, the Lord's judgment. Truly. All right. Isaiah 54 and 16. You know, this is just to prove and further Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's name, to just show you how much more powerful Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is. Isaiah 54 and 16 says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the fire, that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. All right. So the Lord is the one who created the men who put these nukes together. You know, the Lord. It all goes back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. The Lord said, behold, look, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. You know, the Lord created these men that create these weapons. You know, it says, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. All right. So, you know, the Lord got them on this duty, you know, creating these nukes. It says, I have created the waster to destroy. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai created the waster to destroy, man. All right. I'm going to grab this, you know, because we're in these times, man, you know, and the whole goal is to endure unto the end and do what we have to do to escape this nuclear judgment. All right. We're going to end it off here in the book of Luke. The book of Luke, chapter 21, and I'm going to start at verse 28. It says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. You know, when we hear the wars and the rumors of wars, you know, we see that, you know, prophecy is popping out the book. You know, the Lord basically tells us, you know, to be vigilant in these times. But when these things begin to pass, look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. You know, our redemption draweth nigh, brothers. You know, Yahweh Razah, we keep pushing in the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and the true right doctrine. learning from the elders and apostles, a great millstone, while we still have this grace period. Our redemption is draweth nigh. It says, and he spake to them a parable. Behold the fig tree and all the trees. When they now shoot forth, see, and know of your own selves that summer is now nigh at hand. That summer is now nigh at hand. So likewise ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of Yahweh is nigh at hand. All right. When we start to see everything that's going on in the world, the prophecies coming to pass, we understand that we're every second and every day that goes by, we're a day and second closer to Babylon being ravished, being hit with these ICBMs. All right. Know ye that the kingdom of Yahweh is nigh at hand. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. All right. And the Lord said, when he returned, even those that pierced him, shall see him. And you best believe, though, the ones that pierced the Lord got a special nuke for them. The Lord got a special nuke for them. However, the Lord comes back and decides to judge them. The whole point is, it says, I say unto you, this generation shall not pass until all these be fulfilled. All right, and this generation is not going to pass until Babylon is destroyed with 200 million ICBMs. All right, this generation is not going to pass until all be fulfilled. The scripture, it says till all be fulfilled. All right, so in order for us to get to the kingdom of heaven, Babylon is going to have to be destroyed. It says, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting, and drunkenness, and cares of this life. Your heart, which goes into law, which means your mind. And so that day come upon you unawares. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. All right. Yahweh Ratazah, we stay in the faith. We stay in the stead of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, doing what we must do in truth and sincerity. All right. We're gonna be found worthy and accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass. We're gonna be able to stand before the Son of Man. But Yahweh Ratazah, we hit the point and we're straight to the mark. Prophecy is coming out, man. Yeah, America's gonna be destroyed with 200 million ICBMs, thermonuclear missiles. With that, I'd like to give our glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Racha HaKodesh. Double honor to the elders and apostles, the great millstone teacher will well. With that, I'd like to take Shalom and the Bible ball soon.